Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Persona. It's Thursday, February 11th, 2021, and we're going to pick up where we left off last time, which is to say, wandering around the high school smashing clocks. That's our new quest, and we're going to take to it just momentarily. Today's lunch is uh, some Indomie hot and spicy mee goreng noodles. I haven't had these for years. I'm so happy that local places have started carrying them because they're really, really good. For those of you who don't know what they are, it's like an Indonesian ramen, except you put all the spices and several sachets of oil and soy sauce and things on a plate, and then drain the noodles, put the noodles on the plate, and stir it around. They're really, really good. So, eating noodles may make the first part of the stream a little awkward, but I'm sure we'll get over that. So, I'm going to go ahead and mute, start the game, and get to this lunch. Excellent. A healing room. Well, alright. Those are pretty good. So, voice is back. Here we go. We're going to the second classroom. It looks like there's one emblem per, so... Everybody's been searching for the emblems, but I already have the disease, so why should I care about the emblems? Somebody else doesn't want it, that's their own business. We get a lot of that recently. Hurry up and destroy those emblems. I don't want to get sick. No guy would ever date a girl with bandages on her face. She's standing right there. Oh, no way. It's the curse. I've been cursed. It got me. This is all your fault. I'm not sure how that's true. You've broken so many of the emblems already. Everyone in this room has already been destroyed. Go and break the ones that are in the other room. Hey! It's the Experimentor doing a raid, and my raid alert, of course, did not go off. How are you doing today? And hey, Artie Smokey, how are you? I am pretty okay. Raid, raid, raid! Thank you for that. We're just wandering around Seven Sisters High, smashing emblems and talking to people who are only complaining. Now that's okay, most of them have been cursed, so... Hey, I just remembered something kind of bad. I heard someone in the teacher's room saying something like, the world will end when the clocks move again. Of course I don't believe it, but now that huge clock is moving, right? What if that teacher was right? I'm awake, so the day already sucks. Don't you know it? I need rest, so I'll just be lurking. Cool. Thanks for the raid and the lurk. I really appreciate it. Lisa sure can be scary, can't she? She really does like you. Her hatred for Aikichi's pretty obvious, though. What's that Underpants gang leader muttering about now? You gotta just keep looking for those emblems. If my face and Tachia's face get messed up, then yours is gonna be messed up too, you know? Dude, why do I have to look after your school anyway? Maybe it's just because I'm such a great person. I'm right, aren't I? I don't think so. Where is that bastard Hanya hiding? He's got to be somewhere in the school. We'll find him. Alright. Takes care of 1C. I've never seen Persona 2. Yeah, Persona 2 is actually a pretty great game. With a weird release history in the States, split into 2 parts. We only got one over here originally, so this is the first time I'm going to try and play through both parts in strict back-to-back order. I look for emblems. There's one on the wall. You can take care of that one. Okay. I mean, if you insist. If I can get lined up with it. Alright. And yeah, already exists. This is just about an hour and a half in, maybe. Almost 2. Just check the other places already. I love that we only got part 2 on the initial release, and then only got part 1 on the re-release. Yeah. At least they were able to put part 2 on the PSN in a way that you could play it on the PSP. And they did so pretty much right away. Aikichi's a really interesting guy. He's got the wrong idea about love, though, doesn't he? Or is he going to make it become real by sticking with it? Huh? What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm giving that baby the look, if you know what I mean. Yeah, get out. Look at her blushing. She totally wants me. Talk about a misunderstood love. I guess it happens. The gang leader from Cuss... He's been staring me down. I'm too frail to fight back. You gotta help me. Are both not on PSN now? They are. It's, yeah. Yeah, like Naren said, they are. It's just a dumb release history. And, I think it's possible to report your save. Is it really? I mean, because it took a long time before Persona 2 Part 1 actually came out over here. And this is going from beyond funny to straight out pitiful. Has he been like this ever since he was a kid? Oh, that's it. I'll just wish for that to come through once my face clears up. I wonder, will the Joker grant a second wish too? You haven't figured it out, kid. His must have been modified. It's not just the weird sounds coming out of his arm, but he sounds different too, doesn't he? There's no other way he could have become a regular member. He seems all messed up, like the machines inside of him are about to break down, you know? Savage Grudge Particle. To my knowledge, the biggest impact of porting your save over is a single character stats in the second game. Yeah, I don't think it has a big impact on anything. We don't need to go out to the bike racks. So I did some reading on the combat system because I completely forgot how it worked. It's pretty cool though. Oh, hey, we got a contact. Glub, glub, glub. Humans, Blub. I should try talking with them, Blob. What's up, Blub? I should say something. Glob, glob. Is this your first time talking with a demon, Blub? Hey, Manic. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. And already exist. Thank you as well. I don't know why the raid alert still isn't working. I set it up. I really did. And even if you don't bother porting a save, that character's default stats are still pretty beefy. Events also change in the second game, so there's an impact. It's not my first time talking with a demon. Real, Blub? You seem pretty inexperienced to me, Blub. I thought I'd teach you about how contacting a demon, Blob. Well, Blub, you want to know? Yeah, tell me about it. Sure, Blob. I'll let you know just how it's done, Glub, Glub. You know what demons are, Blob, right, Blub? You're probably sitting there thinking, yee, these scary-looking things, Blub, but they're not all that scary, Blob. Demons are a lot like you when you talk to them, Blob. Like you, they can be happy, angry, scared, or interested. Because demons were formed out of those emotions, Glub, Glub. We're just like you, because we came from you, Glub, Glub. In the same way, we can experience our own form of happiness, anger, fear, and interest, Glub, Glub. We want to be friends, Blub. Just be careful not to make us angry, Glub, Glub. You can tell how we're feeling by the words, sounds, movements, and lights that we make, Glub, Glub. Check it out, Glub, Glub. Bloop! This means I'm happy, Glub, Glub. You can tell by the green light around me, huh, Blub? Making us happy makes us want to form a contract with you, Blub. With a contract, cool stuff is bound to happen to you, Glub, Glub. We might give you tarot cards that you can't normally get, or swap some interesting stories, Glub, Glub. But having a contract alone is useless. We won't just give stuff away for free, Glub, Glub. If you want anything, just strike up a conversation again. Blah, 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 blah. This is anger, Glub, Glub. You can tell by the red light, huh, Blub? If we become too angry, we'll stop talking with you, Glub, Glub. We get so mad that we'll refuse to talk, Glub, Glub. If you do a bad job, we might even attack you, Glub, Glub. And any contracts you have will be annulled, Glub, Glub. Nothing good ever comes of this, so be careful, Blub. Blop! This is fear, Glub, Glub. Ooh. Notice the blue light, Blub? If we're afraid, we'll get scared and run away, Glub, Glub. Glub, Glub, Glub. This is interest, Glub, Glub. See, it's all yellow and you can see the exclamation mark, Glub, Glub. We feel this way it has a very special meaning, Glub, Glub. Have you been into the Velvet Room, Blub? The Velvet Room is where you can get personas by using our tarot cards, Glub, Glub. You can get our tarot cards by catching our interest, Glub, Glub. To create the strongest personas, you'll need a lot of tarot cards, Glub, Glub. Want strong personas, you're going to have to talk to us demons a lot, Glub, Glub. Sometimes, along with the three emotions happiness, anger, and fear, you can raise interest as well, Glub, Glub. For example, Bloop. This is happiness and interest raising at the same time, blob. Glob, 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 blob. Exactly. Grinding for XP money and tarot cards. Well, you had to get them in Persona 1 as well, so... But yeah. You saw a green light with that exclamation mark, glob, glob. Figured it out yet, blob? Well, these two emotions together won't lead to a contract, glob, glob. In the same way, anger and fear will have a different effect when paired together with interest. The demon's response will be different, glob, glob. These four emotions usually have a maximum impact of 3 levels, glob, glob. Take my advice. It's best to try and focus on one type of emotion at a time, blob. Next, I should tell you that demons have their own temperaments, glob, glob. Humans might be the same way, but demons are definitely unique, glob, glob. Some are clever, some are violent, and some are cowards. Each has its own set of likes and dislikes, glob, glob. You should use your contract skills to figure them out, blob. There are 8 types of demon temperaments. They are wise, fool, cheerful, gloomy, angry, timid, tempered, and proud. Each demon should have 1 to 3 of these characteristics, glob, glob. The temperamental characteristics that a demon has will influence how it responds to certain contacts, glob, glob. Glob, 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 glob. Oh, this is more literally grinding. You're not getting a demon's single card. You're collecting like piles of each arcanum and then spending them directly to call personas. So you have to get a bunch of lovers cards from the pixie to spend to be able to get a pixie persona. Well, or the cards from other lovers monsters. Yeah. I do not remember exactly how the Velvet Room works in this game, but that sounds familiar. Till you talk with a demon, you won't know its temperament, so try to contact them all at least once, glob, glob. Those are the basics, glob, glob. Give it a try, glob, glob. Alright, so, contact of Tatsuya with a slime. Let's have a manly chat. That just started a heated rant about being a man. Blah, blah, I'm sick of hearing that sort of stuff, Blob. That's how it works, Blob. You understand. Right, Blob? Is combat the same as in Persona 1? It looks like it. No, it's more of a... It's more like the auto combat in the PSP version of Persona 1. You set up things that you want people to do, and then they do them. And you can interrupt every once in a while to switch around what you want people to do. There's also like a turn-based mode, but I'm not sure where to enable it. And it has much less positional stuff going on than the Persona 1 system, where, according to your weapon, you could only attack in certain squares. Shiny Mega Tensile. One last thing. Depending on your contact, the demon might even end up wanting to ask you a question, or even strike up a conversation on its own, bro. Keep it up, and be sure to contact a lot of demons, Glob Glob. That sure took a long time, Glob Glob. Thanks for listening. As a reward for being so patient with me, I'll give you these tower cards. 3 of them, Blob. Do your best out there. I've played P1 and P4, and that's it. I have played all of the Persona games, but only ever finished Persona 5 and now Persona 1. So, hey HC, I'm doing pretty well. I'm glad to be online and playing a little Persona. It's, you've already checked this box. Oh, okay. Not gonna give me any extra goodies, huh? That disease is totally for real, no kidding. See for yourself. I don't know if it's a curse or what. All I know is I'll bust up whatever's causing it. Okay, so they're taking care of the emblems in there. I didn't beat either game, lol. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try. Alright, let's use our newfound conversational powers on these nightmares. Tatsuya. Oh, and you can also select multiple people to go at once. And they have combination contact skills, which is pretty cool. Tatsuya tried to use forceful persuasion. Do you really need my help? I'm not sure what to do. Well, that was a good guess. I wonder if the other students see these random encounters, and if not, how are they perceived? Yeah, it's established that they're not seeing the demons at all. So, are we just stopping to talk in the middle of the hallway, firing off bullets and swinging swords? Who knows? Gentle persuasion. Why are you trying so hard to persuade me? Is it because... Do you like me? Yeah, I like you. I'm so happy right now. One more persuasion. The art of persuasion. I'm so curious about you humans now. But I can't exactly go with you, you know. We can play again sometime, though. I'll give you this since I couldn't join up. Here, take 6 at least moon cards with you. Don't forget about me, okay? And yes, y'all, I'm actually going to make notes on the Demon Persuasion and try and do this the real experimental way. So, Nightmare. Persuade. Yeah. Alright. Also, you want to be using fusion spells a lot because, and I'm pretty sure they don't tell you this, they rank up your personas faster and have chances for improving your persona's stats. Chatting is something I missed about the other games. You don't strictly have to do it that much, I guess. Oh, some pre-built story here. Newspaper staff member. The chief went over to Cuss High to check on whether or not their school had anything to do with the curse on the emblems, but she hasn't come back yet. Miyabi Hanakoji is the chief in charge of the school newspaper. I'm telling you, there's no need to worry. She probably just tripped somewhere and got another nosebleed, huh? Hey, you there! Did you just say Miyabi Hanakoji? You know her, do you? Miyabi Hanakoji's a student here. She said that she was going to Cuss High. Did you see her there? Nah, the only person who came was a plump girl who called herself Hanaji. For real? Miyabi transferred to Sevens, huh? Really? Huh? You met up with Hanaji? Didn't you know? Hanaji is... Aya! Stop! Hey, Underpants gang leader. I know Miyabi pretty well. How do you know her, though? What? Really? So you know her, too? Miyabi's not a tough-looking girl like you. She's slim and beautiful. She's really high class, isn't she? You know what I mean, right? Slim and beautiful? Oh, gotta keep quiet. Gotta hold it in. Hey, come on. Tell us how you know her. How do I know her? Well, obviously she was an old girlfriend of mine a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean elementary school. I have a notebook somewhere with Demon Persuasion stuff all copied down as I played. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I might even break out a new notebook and copy these things down into it and use that. Kind of want to find that again before I ever replay. It'd be a useful resource. They should rehire the writer of Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment to write Persona 6. Yeah, or pretty much anybody except who's been writing them so far. I'm really happy that Persona 6 is going to be in different hands, so... Something happened and we split up. I remember her face stained with tears begging me, Aikichi, please don't leave me. And have Persona 6 set in a college? Yes, starring actual adults. Hey, by the way, Asachi and Meeple were looking for Lisa. Wait, where did they say they were going anyway? And bring back Philemon and Yarlathotep. That guy left after Eternal Punishment, if I remember correctly. I love the Hardcore Gaming 101 SMT book. I'm going to have to take a look at that sometime. I tried calling the two of them a while ago, but neither of them picked up the phone. What? Aikichi's old girlfriend is here at 7th? Wow, way to go, Aikichi, you hound! For a reporter, she doesn't have very good instincts of following the thing. I know, like a friend and I were throwing around our ideas for what we'd love to see in a Persona game, and 5 actually hit some of the stuff we wanted, but missed so much. I was just insanely happy at the quality of the handcrafted dungeons in that game. I didn't mind going or messing around in Mementos when I knew that the main part of the game was going to be purpose-built and have interesting encounters set up. I really, really liked it. A college setting would be neat for letting you manage your own schedule more, it's true. This is pretty scary. Something happened to make them break up, right? What could it have been? I want to know. The chief and the Underpants gang leader were in love? It's a small world, I guess, but it sure is a big scoop. Or you could be actual adults with actual jobs again, that would also be nice. The best part of Persona 5 is the GUI and color choices. All of that stuff is really super amazing in that game. Yeah? Hanakoshi was at 7th? Really? Oh, Aikichi's ex-girlfriend goes to this school, does she? Now's not the time to be discussing this. We're supposed to be destroying the emblems, remember? Persona 6 set in a nursing home. Sure, like a Bubba Hotep kind of thing? That would be awesome. The one you destroyed seemed to be the last one in this classroom. Should we move on to the next one? His girlfriend back in elementary school, huh? I don't know about their breakup, but it's clear he has no idea who Hanashi is. That must be why Miyabi told us not to say anything. This is interesting. Let's not say anything to him, Tatsuya. I feel kind of bad, but okay. College would be most convenient for believably having the time to adventure and narratively speaking. Oh, we were going this way, weren't we? Olds and nursing homes would also have plenty of time for adventuring. That is true. Alright. Cute little ghosts. What are they? Devil ghosts. They're weak to sword, which is nice. Personality and comments, items. Let's just go ahead and beat them up. I just want to... Let's have some experience. Okay. So that clearly isn't going to work out very well. They're weak to swords and not anything else. Yeah, and personas do all the heavy lifting. Exactly. Also, you can make the social links super depressing. You can make some of them uplifting. You'd have to rework some of the gameplay assumptions to match how it tends to get presented in adaptations, where the Persona users aren't doing any of the fighting personally, unless it's the buffest team of seniors. Alright, so strategy... Alright, let's analyze them again, because it said... Void all physical except sword, weak to sword and holy, so let's set up spells. Persona... Hama would be good, okay. Ginkgo... Persona Magna, Yuki, Persona Agi, Tatsuya, Persona Agi. We have 2 fires, alright. Michelle, Persona Aqua. And let's try that out. Yeah! Combo attack! Blazing Hell. The witches have built-in weapons, spikes on the wheels and things. Sometimes they can call in friendly staff members to help do physical fighting, like a team of retired old martial arts masters or whatever would be hilarious, but also a bit of a stretch. One of the NPCs could be a deal like in Rikio, where that one guy suddenly takes off his shirt at the end and is triangular in shape because of all of his muscles. Not Rikio. Ichi the Killer. Because of M, I think about that movie way too much these days. I'm gonna have to watch it again soon, just because. Well, if we're going to the Bubba Hotep tome, a team of retired martial arts masters, special force members, etc., yeah, all makes sense, really. You've been a big help. The emblems in here have already been destroyed. I hope this will all settle down soon. Alright, so... what happened to the club meeting today? We're not supposed to go home until the club meeting's over, but I haven't heard anything from anybody. I need to hurry up find out where she is. I can't let her get burned out like this. She needs this pair of shoes I got. Wow. I don't know how to even unpack that. I guess the ghost stories in the school are rumors too. Then that must mean... Hanako? What a pain. I heard she's strong against fire attacks. She's here. Hanako's really here. I heard the rumors a long time ago, but they're all for real. Why won't anybody believe me? Please, you gotta beat Hanako and bring me back some sort of proof that she exists. I'll even give you a reward. Okay, so subquest found. Hey, did you hear what that boy said? I can't believe that people will be talking about Hanako now that society has come this far. Maybe it's not so strange. After all, demons have been coming after us left and right. We better do something about it soon. I can't believe that dude from Ichi the Killer you're talking about was the director and star of Tetsuo the Iron Man. Really? Like the high school setting at least makes for an okay excuse for why people from fairly different backgrounds end up thrown together for this stuff. It does, but you can kind of do the same thing for any setting. I was considering making like a Persona fan game, starring a mid-30s salaryman and some people around him who got caught up in things. I think that would be pretty awful. I'm pretty awful. Sorry, that's just my subconscious lashing out at me. I think that would be pretty interesting. Nanjo and Masao wouldn't likely end up in the same nursing home. They could if you go with the theme of people don't care about the elderly. That's fair. Right. I remember hearing about Hanako in the toilet back when I was a kid, too. It'd be amazing if we actually encountered her. Boy, you guys are kind of pushy about this. Okay. So, given that they're talking about, like, a sub-boss, let's go ahead and save the game. If I remember right, there's a toilet right down the hall. Salaryman concept is interesting. Yep. The only thing keeping me from doing it is the same thing from keeping me from implementing any of the rest of my ideas. I'd rather just fool with the engine all day. You could go all make way for tomorrow Tokyo Story with it. Alright, random encounter. What we got? A Ratatoskru. Alright. Strong earth, weak wind. We'll just go with what we had set up. Well, the Persona ranked up against that, so that was nice. Oh, go. There we go. Fusion spells are pretty cool. Let's see, I once tried to do a tabletop RPG campaign for Persona about adults who've been thrown together in high school, but now are facing their lives being completely derailed 10 years later because it didn't go well. That does, in fact, sound really cool. The latest Super Robot Wars starred a salaryman and salarywoman with... Oh, and about the RPG, with brief diversions back to high school days to explore the history of what went wrong. That does sound really cool. Maybe ambitious and hard to do, but that's just my inner DM going, oh, it's all dungeon crawling. Let's see. Let's get a little more strength. Persona, stand by me. Alright, Michelle gained a level. Ginkgo. Alright. So, are you here to break the crest? Of course you are. I guess none of us want to get sick after all. Okay. Do they have one in the staff room? Oh, it was impossible for me to actually do justice to it. I had such a good set of characters for my friends, too. Alright, since we've talked to these, we know nothing, because we haven't beaten them yet. So, strategy, all attack, battle mode, single please. There we go. Fusion spell, Hydro Boost, and Blazing Hell. Okay, so those are the two things we can do, but we'll just straight up attack so that we can see what works. Start the battle. Man, now I want to play that tabletop game. It does sound like a lot of fun. Alright. Just like other things, it seems to be immune to a bunch of weaponry attacks. Let's leave Tatsuya on attack and get a couple spells going. Yep, weak to holy. Yeah, I would love to play something like that too. Oh, it's you. You can't get through here now. They're having a meeting about how to suppress the disease. Okay, so... There's an in-the-works game called Voidheart Symphony, powered by the Apocalypse, that's aiming to explicitly do Persona, but without the homophobia and transphobia that keeps cropping up. I know Voidheart Symphony looks so good. I backed it in a hot second when it showed up on Kickstarter. I'm really looking forward to it. That and, what's it called? Hardwired Island are the two RPGs from Kickstarter that I'm looking forward to the most. I don't know if I'd revisit that campaign idea, but I might consider it if the game works out. A Raido Kuzunoha tabletop game would also be rad, since they refused to make a third one. Okay. So. Dante imitated the sound of construction work. What are you getting at? It seems like you're just wasting my time. Well, that's not good. It's making me all depressed inside. What is this feeling I have inside me? Anyway, suppressed anger, falling in love, indigestion. Hey, are you making fun of me? Humph. You're just treating me like a kid. You grown-ups are all the same. What's so good about being a grown-up anyway? You've got experience. You can have sex. You're smarter. It's not all that great. It's not all that great. What makes you think you're so great? No, I didn't even want to hear you try to explain it. You're not getting away with this. One comes charging in from nowhere. Okay, strategy. Again, we want some Persona stuff to come out. Tatsuya's sword does well, though, so... There we go. Wind Heart Symphony is also a distant sequel to another game, Rhapsody of Blood, which is the Castlevania series, powered by the Apocalypse. Yeah, I don't have nearly as much attachment to Castlevania games as I do to Persona games, so... As in their mechanics for playing the Belmont line, not just a single Belmont or whatever. You're smarter as an adult? I'd argue that. Fucking hell, Sony, I'm trying to go over to the website for games on Vita, TV, and PS3, and the fucking PSN site doesn't list games for either system anymore. I know, and they just made the PlayStation Store website so bad. So very, very bad. You have to actually go on the device if it's not the PS4 or PS5. So annoying. You can't even look at your purchase history for games previous to the PS4 on the PSN site. It just makes me mad. I don't want to always have to break up my Vita just to see if a certain game is available on PSN. Okay, so I think we gotta go downstairs to visit Hanako. No, this is the... Okay, maybe it's by the other stairs. I was trying to make sure I had both Persona games. Positive I do, but I wanted to check. This is gross. Yeah. Everything's already all set up for them, so... And usually you would kind of... Oh, good. A bunch of people getting put to sleep. Usually you would think there would be like a third-party site that would show you the hidden web stores, but I haven't been able to find anything. I mean, Nintendo even lets you go back and look at Wii stuff. I'm sure Sony could as well. I already own both for legitimate means, so I'm not bothered by pirating them in the future if it gets annoying. Yeah, I mean, I have a copy of Innocent Sin for PlayStation from Japan, and the original copy of Eternal Punishment, and then I have an original Persona, and I have all the games that were released on the PSP, and digital copies of them for the Vita, because there's nowhere to put the UMDs, so yeah. And I keep looking at Persona 4 on Steam, as if Persona 4 is going to be any different just because I'm playing it on the PC. Pirating games is rad because it makes games companies just want to make it hard to own and play their shit illegally. Yep. I'm just going by the not the theory, but the fact that it's completely legal to move software to other systems and emulate them. There's absolutely no illegality there. So as long as you own it, you can play it on whatever and do whatever you want with it. Let's see. Yep, we're still set up for that. Let's just go ahead and take a round of this. Persona. Yep, own it. Absolutely. I have a huge cardboard box of PlayStation 1 games downstairs. So I have a copy of Ogre Battle, and what's that one that also just came out on Switch recently? We looked at it not that long ago. Brigandine and all that kind of stuff. If I have a legal means to get it that isn't paying through the nose on the secondary market, sure, I'll do it. But the secondary market doesn't even pay out to the owners of the IP, so screw it. Yeah, I can see that. Not gonna pay an arm and a leg for an old game. No, like when I bought a new copy of Saga Frontier 2, because that's one of the few games that like really disappeared on me. It was like $12 on eBay. Turns out the copy I got is too scuffed to actually play, so I went to look and they're all $60 and $80. Well, I've now bought Saga Frontier 2 twice, so I will. This game is worth it, but that generally has to be a very old and super rare game. Panzer Dragoon Saga. Woo! Yeah. Why don't we have Maya talk to them? Accept. Interview the poltergeist. Yeah, I sold my copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga back in the day for a month's rent on my apartment, basically, so I thought that was pretty okay. And I do have a boxed copy of Earthbound downstairs with all the bits that I consistently wrestle with myself about whether I should list it or not. I don't see the point in collecting anymore due to disc rot and such. Nah, I've pretty much gone all digital for the past couple of years. Oh, Poltergeist, your popularity is continuing to soar. Please say a little something to all your fans out there. What? Is there something you want to hear from me? I really don't have anything to say. How about some advice? If anything's troubling you, just let me know. You can think of me as your big sister, okay? What are you saying, human? You don't know your place, do you? There's no way I'd ever listen to a stupid human. Oh, fine. How about some overpraise? You sure are something else. You got it going on. You humans aren't really like I thought you were. You're actually a lot more fun. But I'll get scolded if I play with humans too much. That's why we can't play again until later. Till then, I'll let you have 4 of these devil cards. A promise is a promise, so let's play again next time, okay? You could probably get a grand or so for a complete thing of Earthbound. I'd have to check and see if the card still smells like pizza. It hasn't been scratched, but you could certainly smell it the last time that I saw it. Pretty good about keeping my stuff clean and stored well. I can do better, but I currently don't have the space to do it proper. Yep, all my stuff is in plastic and stacked, and I try to keep as good care of it as I can. Okay. I didn't see them here. Analyze the pixies. We could just go ahead and use what we're using. Persona rank up. Yep. Same. Same overall. No matter how well you take care of stuff, rotting is inevitable. So all these hardcore collectors are going to be sitting on a bunch of rotted discs and carts and broken consoles eventually. See, my collection is just mostly the stuff that I've bought along the way. There's much less risk of that happening with digital copies, but much more risk of losing access to them at some point. In a couple of decades, I don't know that we'll care all that much. Okay, it's not down here, is it? It is not. Okay, so we basically finished the second floor, so let's go up to the third. A lot of those things are probably already 10 to 30 years old. Yeah. It depends. CDRs, it happens a lot sooner. I know a lot of people really depended on CDRs and DVDRs for a long time for backups, long-term backups, and that just isn't gonna fly. Okay. So, on the third floor, 3D. I have stuff that's almost 30 years old and still running as well as the day I got them. And if things go bad, I can always replace parts of a card or console. CDs? Might be a problem later, but I'm not all that concerned. Oh, Poltergeist. Wow, a real-life human. Hey, talk with me. Let's talk about something. That's it. I wanted to ask you humans about this for the longest time. This is the perfect chance. You think I'm cute? Yeah, you're cute. Oh, that's what you were thinking, right? It looks like we're both on the same page, then. Oh, the problem is we used somebody else before. An imitation? Hey, big guy, you probably think of me as a kid, huh? You're just treating me like a kid. You grown-ups are all the same. What's so good about being a grown-up anyway? Now you've got experience. What are you talking about? I'm actually a lot older than you. You shouldn't go around disrespecting demons like that. Oh, I can switch over to Maya and go for some overpraise. You sure are something else. You've got it going on. You're not getting away with this? Alright. Oof. We should be good with the same commands we've been using. Check on my CDRs. If batteries are involved, stuff will need to get recapped. Especially if you get from those years where there were just bad batches of batteries or whatever. Exactly. Patch is mostly using his sword right now, so I'll just up some strength. Yes. 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 Alright. So, we'll go in the far door of 3D. At which point I have to sit my ass down and get to replacing and soldering. Yep. If you want the actual cartridge to work, I guess so. Maybe the curse will be lifted if we break all the emblems. That's what I heard. Come on, Swell. You gotta help. You guys are standing right here. Thanks, Swell. Now there shouldn't be any emblems left in this room. Okay. Did Maya hurt her arm or something? Huh? She's feeling dizzy? She was holding onto her right arm, though, like it hurt. A serial arsonist? Oof. No, I'm fine. I just got a little dizzy there for a second. I need to learn how to solder. It just seems like a useful skill. I'm still an amateur, but it's interesting stuff to mess with. Yeah, like restoring fountain pens, which I'm still really shaky about, but kind of interested in learning more. You've always been the calm, quiet type, but I got some news that will even make the great Tatsuya Suo tremble in fear. I really doubt it. Hey, 10 years ago there was a serial arsonist running around, right? Even though there were lives claimed by whoever was behind it, no suspect was ever caught. Now, about that suspect, there's a rumor that he was once a student at this very high school, and his name was Tatsuya Suno. Almost the same as yours, isn't it? I wonder if you got some sort of connection. Okay. You've had your own share of problems with your dad, huh? Well, we can pull through all that, right? Oh, so... Did I hear it right? Your dad owed money to some thugs, so he got fired from his job as a police officer? Sounds like a real scumbag to me. Jesus Christ. Is that really... What's that supposed to mean? Of course it's all rumors. Don't worry about it, Tatsuya. Yeah, sorry, Suo. He told me that if we didn't spread that bad rumor about you, he'd rip off my bandages in front of everyone. But hey, don't worry. That news is 10 years old, right? It's not like I'm doing anything wrong. Fucking rumors. That would be a pretty rad power, making rumors real. Yeah, but if all rumors just became real as soon as they were popular, that would not be quite so rad. But you know, a whisper in the right ear and something happens? Yeah, cool. Alright, they're just gonna tell me they're already smashed. Stairway. 3B. Let's go in here. Nope. We got another... No, just a room. Okay. Lisa can have a pretty rough way of saying things, huh? She's probably got her own share of problems, I guess. Oh? Inko's out of the loop this time. She'll need to shape up her own ass before she complains about others. Shut up, underpants jerk! Ooh, scary. Maybe it's best to not even mention somebody else's faults at all. You think? What are you talking about now? You've lost all credibility with me if you're going to make a deal with the Joker. If that's their attitude, then you shouldn't even bother with them, Tatsuya. The school's full of people like that. They can go ahead and be cursed for all I care. This game does a really good job of showing how things just go to hell from that, and leaves a lot of stuff implied to unsettle anyone who stops and thinks about it. Yeah, if it's any and all rumors, that's bad. You can basically alter the past if you want. Yep. Lisa can be pretty cold to the other kids here, don't you think? She never seems to treat you that way, Tatsuya. Well, it's not that she's cold exactly. Still, that Yoko girl doesn't seem to be just a special exception. You wouldn't call her a bully or anything, would you? Sick Yoko. What? Why? Why hasn't Lisa been cursed? This isn't right. This isn't fair. Huh? Oh, that's right. She must have been the one who started this curse in the first place. I should ask the Joker to marry me. I don't understand how those two fit together, but okay. That's Yoko for you. She's always going off about Lisa. Does she stand a chance against a Japanese person, though? Hey, Suo, some ladies were looking for you. Huh? You already knew that? It's already been decided? For this school, right? Man, I'm so jealous. Leave me alone. I'm not trying to start a fight here or anything, but shouldn't you be breaking those emblems about now? Okay. I just want to make sure everybody got their 2 cents in. There's a lot to say about this game and how it uses its premise. I'm really looking forward to seeing the later parts of this one and pretty much anything about Eternal Punishment. Alright, there should be an emblem in the staff room on the 2nd floor too, but all the teachers are in there. Should we say something to them? You should break the emblems in the staff room, so please. Alright, so the bathroom and the staff room. Unless we just meet Hanako just kind of wandering around, which would be weird. 3A has people outside that will say, I'll do what I can to stop it from spreading, though. Check the principal's office real fast. Yeah. Being able to pick and choose rumors, though, that would be cool. Yep. Alright, is there a clock in here? Can't imagine that he has an emblem clock in here. He does not. Alright, see what people have to say. I wonder if anything is truly a coincidence. Sometimes I think that somebody's pulling the strings behind all of it. I'm just thinking about Hanya. He used to work at my old high school. It looks like his bad attitude hasn't changed at all. Yeah, but everybody here loves him except, well, us. Atsuya, do you feel like we've met somewhere before? Just kidding. It's a joke, Alright, so this is just going to be the same stuff they were saying before. I would turn so many stores into having secret secondary shops. Yep. Okay, so the teacher's room on the second floor. You can do that. I know, that's where I got the idea. Oh, who are these guys? Hanged Men Zaphens. Alright. Let's see how they respond to these things. This is okay. Fire is not great. I think I'd just go around and ravage the planet with killer rumors. Smokey, you don't need special powers for that, you just need a gun. Well, maybe so. Strategy, all attack, finish, confirm, start. You want the second part of Persona 2 then, Smokey. Okay. Oh. Oh, somebody's poisoned. Let's see. Item. Antidote. I'm glad that I bought that all of a sudden. Smokey makes Audrey too real. Alright. So you can finally get in here. Full of students with brooms. American copy, Japanese copy, digital US release. You there. You all need to start behaving yourselves. How long have you been spreading these rumors? I give up. Professor Psycho? What are you doing here? Mayazumi? I can't believe it's you. I took a position that opened up here last year, but why are you here? Could it be? You did graduate high school, right? Oh, I'm here on a job. I'm working. I do part-time work as a photographer. Today I came to the schools to snap a few shots. There's this absolutely gorgeous and heavenly smelling plant, but it requires human flesh and blood for sustenance. Yeah, you two know each other? I get really tired of doing that. I taught her back at the school where I used to work before I came here. It looks like today was a bad day to come for some pictures, you know. Something's not right here, as you can see. Yeah, it's a real mess out there, but there's something I wanted to ask you about, Professor. What do you mean the curse was started by rumors? So you're saying that if the crests are broken, the curse will have no effect? I see. If you need my help, I'll cooperate. So, I'll take responsibility if this doesn't work. You just go and break whatever emblems you find. Okay, well, there's one right here. Professor Psycho's as cool as ever. I never expected to run into her here. Boy, I'm glad I took this job. So, rumors become reality? Usually I dismiss that as utter nonsense, but Swole, if both you and Mayuzumi are convinced it's true, then I've no choice but to believe you. I haven't felt this way since back at Hermelin High 3 years ago. Sorry, it's nothing. Look, it's just as we said, right? If only we'd broken these emblems earlier. Go on, Swole, break the rest of them for us. Do you really think that breaking emblems can break a curse? Is that so? Even if Professor Psycho agrees with me. No, is that really so? Waha! Looking for every emblem in this whole school was hard, and my head really is starting to hurt. It's okay, though. I'm sure the curse will be broken. So. Breaking the emblems would break the curse. It'd cure the students' illnesses, too. So. Only if they're broken, though. What? You seem pretty busy now. We gotta break these emblems if my face is ever going back to normal. Nothing else will do it. Those were supposed to be the last of the emblems. It should have stopped the curse, but... Finally, the very last emblems. We've got to hurry up and find that Hanya. Come on, Swo, it's time to finish this. Does Psycho have anything different to say? Alright, well, having supposedly smashed the last of the emblems required... Oh no, here's one more. Let's go ahead and do that one too. I'm thinking to tell her about seeing personas and demons, because she was in Persona 1. Maybe things would go better if they just accepted what happened and talked about it, and tried to see how the current situation relates. Everyone really desperate to pretend that nothing happened 3 years ago, you know. Of course it would go better. That's why they don't do it. Exactly. It's a dramatic law, I think. Okay, everybody, now we should be able to bust them up. This will make the illness go away, right? Isn't that strange? I was sure this would break the curse, but... Is there something we're overlooking? Well, we are talking about like 10 people who are in the know. I'm not sure it would actually be enough to make things better compared to the... everything. Hey, didn't we forget the biggest one? By that I mean the clock tower. It's still there, you know. Principal Hanya's voice. Attention, students and faculty members! There will be no more destruction of school property. Repeat, no more destruction of school property. The command of the principal is absolute. Is that understood? Seven Sisters High is mine, so take good care of it. Since the principal put it that way, there's not much that we can do. Everyone, we can stop searching for emblems. It's settled. So Hanya came here too. Everybody seems to obey him. There's nothing we can do about that. But even if we're the only ones who will do it, we should go and destroy the clock tower. Hey wait, Cheng Yan! Don't you know the clock tower is always locked? If we're going there, we'll have to get the key first. It's probably in the teacher's lounge. Let's ask the teachers there. Alright, so I just noticed that lunchtime has run over a little bit. No big deal, but I should probably save the game and get going. I can't save in this room apparently. Let's step outside. And save out here. So that's it for Lunchtime Persona for today. Tomorrow we're going to be hitting the teacher's lounge, the bathroom if we can find it, to deal with Hanako of the toilet, and then heading up to the clock tower to see what happens up there. I vaguely remember that it's something really super dramatic. As always, thanks for coming out. I really appreciate you spending the time talking with me, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Can't remember if I saved or not, so I'm going to save again. There we go. Alright. See you later, everybody.